The Eagles. The Eagles. The Eagles, baby! The Philadelphia Eagles are a legit team this year. I don't care what anybody says. Okay? Eagles win 28-23 on a pivotal Thursday night game against the Carolina Panthers. Now, before we get started, I just want to say I'm not going to talk about the reffing in this. We all know about how bad Pete is and how much he stinks. Okay? But regardless of the reffing, we know it was a terrible coach game. We know that it wasn't that good of a look at the penalty yards. I think the Panthers had one penalty and the Eagles had like 3,800 penalties. So regardless from that, the Eagles found a way to beat the Carolina Panthers on a short week in Carolina, which the Eagles fans apparently took over. I guess Twitter was blowing up saying that the Eagles were taking control of this. So what a great game. I watched the game from the beginning, and I watched the first and second and third quarters, and unfortunately I had to go to work, and and I wasn't able to watch the end of the game, which is honestly where, like, I think when I left we were up. We were up. I don't even know what we were up. We were up by at least 2 scores. Like I said, my emotions are so crazy right now. But if you can't tell me that Carson Wentz isn't a legit quarterback in the NFL right now, there's something wrong with you, and you're not a football fan. Even guys that I know yesterday, guys that I work with said, the Eagles look good this year, man. These are Cowboys fans. These are Giants fans saying that the Eagles look good this year. And, I'm not going to get too crazy, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not a Super Bowl looking towards guy. I mean, right now I want the division. That's what I want. I want the division. And yesterday was a pivotal turning point in the season for us to go and get the division. I do not care what anyone says, okay? Everybody picked the Panthers to win this game, from NFL, ESPN, Yahoo, CBS. I mean, hell, Tony Romo in the commentating in the game yesterday pretty much said that we looked horrible because of these penalties. Well, let's start with the offensive side of the ball. Carson Wentz, 222, 3 touchdowns, and he just gave the Philly love around, giving eight different receivers the ball, spreading the love. Carson Wentz, before I say anything, he got pummeled yesterday by Julius Peppers. This guy, Big V, couldn't guard a fucking kid yesterday. That's how bad he played yesterday. And I think that was just a fluke. But But Big V played so bad yesterday, and the fact that Carson Wentz still made these miraculous plays and still made these great plays just comes to show that Carson Wentz is one of the best, if not the best, second-year quarterback that I've seen play in a very, very long time. A very long time. This kid is special. There's a reason why he's hanging up behind me, because this kid is so special. I mean, you watched him yesterday. You watched him try to run for the first down or try to run for the end zone, and he's dipping his shoulder down. He's not sliding. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He wants to get a win for his team. Okay? Yes. Do I not want him to do that every single time? No, I don't want him to do that every single time. Okay? But the fact that he showed so much pride and so much his pre-snap cognitibility is just insane. This guy knows what he's doing. I love hearing the kill from him, and just being him to be able to read defenses. Amazing. I can't say how much I love Carson Wentz, and so glad that we traded up for him in the draft. I'm so glad that we got him and not Jared Goff. I can just imagine. Couple of guys on offense. Zach Ertz, 18 yards, 2 touchdowns. Of course, Zach Ertz finally. Could this be the breakout year for Zach Ertz? Could this be the breakout year for Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is on fire. I don't have any of my stats on me, but I can get them for you right now. It's crazy the amount of stuff that's going on with these people. The stat wise, the Eagles are insane. I'm sorry, I don't even have any of my stuff. I was meant to write it down. But I believe Carson Wentz. I remember. I love this. But by the way, I love Google Hangouts. This is great. How I can split everything and not have to worry about being on my phone and everything. I think it's great. Beautiful. I have everything up right here. So Carson Wentz, as of right now, he has 1,584 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. That's insane, guys. That's really insane because the fact of the matter is that last year he's already almost crushing his last year's numbers. I mean, he is crushing last year's numbers. Let's be honest. He's literally crushing his last year's numbers. What is he on pace for, like 4,400 yards or something like that? I think I saw. But Zach Ertz, like I said, he's at 405 yards this year for 4 touchdowns. He is completely – I mean, that's pretty – realistically, it's a touchdown a game aside from the one game. Okay, but Zach Ertz is continuing to show that he is finally having that year that he needs. I mean, 34 receptions, that's a lot. I believe at 11.9 yards per game or per reception, that's insane for him. I mean, we haven't seen something like that out of Zach Ertz ever, in my opinion. And here I go, having to eat my words for Nelson Agholor. Nelson Agholor can just coming out of his shell and finally showing that his first-round potential from USC is it. I hate him still. I hate Nelson Agholor still. But as of right now, he's at 321 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's going to shatter my bet with him, and I'm going to be forced to have a Nelson Agholor jersey by the bye week this year. It's horrible. It's horrible. But no, Nelson Agholor, I'm not going to lie. He plays so much better in the slot. I think with a better quarterback and a better offensive coordinator, he looks great. So, LeGarrette Blount, 67 yards. They have to just continue feeding him the ball. Just feed him the ball. Just feed him. Feed the beast. Feed the Philly Blunt. Roll that blunt up and just feed it to him. That's what you have to do for him. LeGarrette Blount tears defenses down. Tears them down. And we continue to do it. I mean, I don't really know. But as of right now, I mean, LeGarrette Blount, 390 yards and a touchdown. It's obviously not what he had last year, but I mean, he was in a different system last year. So, and then of course, Alshon Jeffrey. I thought this was going to be his breakout game. 4 receptions for 71 yards. Should have definitely had a couple more, but it is what it is. But honestly, guys, I'm so excited about this team this year. It's been so long since I can be excited for a Philadelphia Eagles game, and it's just great. To the defensive side of the ball, we had a lot of injuries that happened. I think Jordan Hicks got hurt. I believe Brandon Graham got hurt again. But Jalen Mills and Patrick Robinson continuing to be the great corners that they have potential to be, both having an interception each. And Patrick Robinson, I have a bone to pick with you. You can intercept the most craziest ball that goes everywhere, but you unfortunately can't catch the easy interceptions, man. I love it. And the real MVP of this game was Fletcher Cox. I don't know if you can see my jersey. The deep penetration of Fletcher catching the ball, doing what he has to do, being the man. Fletcher Cox wasn't supposed to play in this game, and he played in the game. And I am super, super excited. I'm super excited that he played. He played an absolute great game. Timmy Jernigan continuing to be the man that he is. Everybody, this team is just doing so much, and it's been so long since this team has done anything like this. Is that it's so hard to even try to think about more than what we have been. Okay, to come in on a short week to play a Carolina Panthers team that was deemed the best team in the NFC just goes to show that we can beat anybody. Okay, the Kansas City game, that's different. Okay, our Doug Peterson had a couple rough play calls in that game, but I love this win. This win was perfect. This win was everything that the Eagles needed, and now we have a long rest. We pretty much have a bye week before we play the Washington Redskins on Monday. If we can win Monday night against the Redskins, that division is ours, guys. And for us to say that so early in the season that the division can be ours this early is insane to me. It's insane. And I'm honestly I'm being realistic here. Okay, I'm being realistic. Okay, I'm being realistic. I'm not gonna sit here and say okay, of course every fan wants it all. But right now I'm looking towards I want that division. I want to pull that division away from the Redskins, the Cowboys, and the Giants. And before any of you haters say, well, the Giants don't have Odell Beckham and Brandon Marshall, and the Cowboys don't have Zeke Elliott, and the Redskins are losing Josh Norman for 4 weeks. Okay, we've dealt with more injuries over the years than those other 3 teams combined. Okay, combined. Lane Johnson's out almost every fucking game. And Lane Johnson is one of our best players. Fletcher Cox was out for 2 games. Fletcher Cox is one of our best players. So don't talk to me about injuries, because when you had Zeke Elliott, Cowboys fans, you guys still lost. When you had Odell Beckham Jr., Giants fans, you still lost. And when you had Josh Norman, Redskins fans, you still lost. So I don't want to hear it. I don't. I think the only way we start losing games right now is if, God forbid, Carson Wentz gets injured. And then we still have Nick Foles, one of the best backups for the Eagles ever. So I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear excuses when we take the division from you guys. Okay? We were all over Cam Newton. We were all wide receiver. Kelvin Benjamin and Devin Funchess. We were scared about Devin Funchess. Dude's a clown. We were scared about Kelvin Benjamin. That guy drops more balls than any receiver in the league. I don't want to hear it. Okay? I just don't. I honestly was a little scared coming into this game, and now I have no doubt that we can beat any team in this league right now. Okay? I have a feeling if we went back to Kansas City and played Kansas City, we could beat them, because our whole entire scheme would be different. Our whole entire scheme would be completely different, and we'd have a chance to win. I'm sorry. I got a little carried away there. I love my new webcam. It's great. It's great. Guys, we beat the Panthers. Beautiful. Okay, it wasn't an easy win. It was an ugly win. Jake Elliott continuing to be that kicker that we just thought. Me and Eagle were talking about it at the game. We were like, this kid's just a practice squad kicker from the Bengals. This kid's going to account to nothing. He's just a fill-in until we get Sturgis back, which I love Caleb Sturgis. So when he kicked that 61-yard field goal, and, I was like, hey, obviously we were excited. We were talking about it, man. Desert was like, dude, is he the real deal? And I'm just thinking, like, he might be, man. And, dude, he's hitting 50-yard. He hit that 50-yard field goal. He booted it. It wasn't. It was effortless. I was Adam Vinatieri out there. I could have swore that it was David Akers hitting that 50-yard field goal yesterday. Honestly, it's crazy what a little bit of confidence can do for such a player as young as Jake Elliott. I mean, it's crazy that we're talking about how well our kicker is this, in week 6 of the season. So, guys, I'm going to be out of here. I got to get ready for work. Game Monday night against the Redskins. I wish I could be there. I can't, unfortunately, but guys, have a great day and go Birds.